A new era in energy reform. Government signing a power purchase agreement with two Bahamian partners this afternoon. We'll tell you the benefits expected within months. Plus, boosting local agriculture and reducing the country's food import bill. We'll tell you how the Agriculture Minister plans to strengthen international connections to achieve these goals. And then, today marks the start of the 2025 hurricane season. We'll tell you what forecasters are predicting and the government's preparedness plan. We've got the details on these stories and so much more as Our News Weekend starts now. This is Our News Weekend. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Megan Shepard. Today marks the start of the 2025 hurricane season, and forecasters say be prepared for a busy season. We've got a breakdown of the predictions, a preparedness message from the Disaster Risk Management Authority, and more. We'll get to that in just a moment. But first, Prime Minister Philip Davis signing a power purchase agreement with two Bahamian partners today, aimed at transforming power generation across the family of islands. Davis calling the agreement with Family Island Microgrid Company and Renewable Company Limited a significant milestone on the journey toward a new energy era.
These partnerships will bring modern, reliable, affordable electricity to islands that have, for too long, endured aging infrastructure, frequent outages, and exorbitant costs. Through these agreements, we will establish solar microgrids combined with advanced LNG and multi-gas systems across 9 different areas in our family of islands. This hybrid approach represents the perfect balance for our archipelago.
The Prime Minister says this agreement will harness the country's abundant sunshine while introducing cleaner fuels to ensure power needs are always met, regardless of weather. He adds that by 2030, 32% of our electricity needs will be met by solar power systems, surpassing the global target of 30%.
All of our partners are Bahamian-owned enterprises with resources to expedite development to ensure that our people will benefit from these changes as soon as possible. In fact, each one of the PPAs we have signed this year will be initiated before year's end and will be completed in 2026. Among the companies we are partnering with today, as you would have heard, is Family Island Microgrid Company, which will develop and operate new energy systems on 5 islands: Harbour Island, Bimini, Moss Island, Farmers Key, Black Point, and Staniel Key in the Exumas.
The second agreement was signed with Renewable Company Limited.
Renewable will bring our energy revolution to San Salvador, Long Island, and Cat Island with solar battery energy storage and LNG facilities. These islands, each with their own unique energy challenges, will soon enjoy reliable, affordable electricity that should be the right of every Bahamian citizen. The impact of these changes will be felt within months, not years. As large-scale solar and hybrid facilities spring up throughout our archipelago, Bahamians will benefit immediately from these comprehensive energy reforms.
These projects, Davis says, are large-scale, fully funded, carefully designed systems that will be operational within 18 months.
As we reap the immediate benefits of integrating large-scale solar and cleaner fuels, we are simultaneously repairing and modernizing our transmission and distribution systems to be even more efficient. We are comprehensively and holistically taking on every aspect of energy reform all at once, with over $1 billion in targeted investments, representing the single largest investment in energy reform in our nation's history.
Well, the Ministry of Tourism, Investments and Aviation signing a landmark aviation agreement with Middle Tennessee State University on Friday. The Memorandum of Understanding signed by Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Tourism, Investments and Aviation Chester Cooper and MTSU President Dr. Sidney McPhee formalizes collaboration that will create educational and professional opportunities tailored for Bahamian students and aviation professionals. MTSU's Department of Aerospace is one of the largest largest and most respected collegiate aviation programs in the United States. Cooper, in a statement, calling this partnership a monumental step in developing the local aviation industry and education landscape. The training opportunities under the MOU centers around 7 areas of concentration and also leverages partnerships with Delta Airlines and Southwest Airlines to produce professionals in the industry. The Bahamas is looking to boost local agriculture and reduce its food import bill through stronger ties with China. Minister of Immigration and National Insurance Alfred Sears says he toured recently the Coconut Research Institute in China. As Delvado Emmanuel reports, the visit highlights a growing partnership with promise for food security and economic development.
During his visit to the Coconut Research Institute in Hainan Province, Minister of Immigration and National Insurance Alfred Sears praised China's advances in coconut innovation, saying it could help modernize agriculture in the Bahamas.
The coconut is part of our culture. It is part of our food culture. We make craft, and of course we make some fantastic tropical drinks with the coconut. And with the innovation and technology that we see here, that is, which have been developed at the Coconut Research Institute, it is a perfect partnership.
Sears noted that with over 12 million tourists visiting the Bahamas last year, the country must find ways to reduce reliance on imported food, which cost the nation to over $1 billion in 2023.
What we see here, and what this partnership can give us, is an opportunity to limit the number of import. And that money from import substitution could be applied for education, for health, and for other development needs.
The visit was a part of the China-CELAC Forum, where ministers from Latin America and the Caribbean discussed shared development goals about functional cooperation.
With respect to the importance of sovereignty, non-interference, and the independence of member countries of the United Nations, but especially in this area of development, to have a shared development through cooperation, not only bilaterally, but also multilaterally.
Sears compared Hainan to the Bahamas. Both have island economies facing tourism pressures and climate risk. He believes there's much to be learned from China's scientific approach to agriculture. Plans are in the work for an exchange programs between the University of the Bahamas and China institutions.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Delvado Emmanuel.
Thanks so much, Delvado. Upgrades to roads on the island of Abaco are underway. Minister of Works and Family Island Affairs Clay Sweeting arriving in Marsh Harbor this past Thursday to assess the progress. Prime Minister Philip Davis revealing in the House of Assembly last week the 2025-2026 budget will focus on the Family Islands. To this end, Sweeting says he is traveling to the Family Islands to carry out infrastructural assessments and training sessions with local government officials to avoid the possibility of projects being hindered once the budget is passed in the House.
So we're here looking at Central Pines road works that are just been started to see the progress there. We also are looking at our Green Turtle Key dock that we should be starting shortly, getting the final approval with DEP and all the structures for that, and also all the work so that when the budget starts in July, that we are ready to go with new infrastructure and capital work.
While acknowledging the progress his ministry has made on the island, Sweeting also admits that further improvements are needed.
We understand that after Dorian, there is not enough been done, and we want to make sure that the proper attention, infrastructural development, and funding is allocated and invested in Abaco.
Well, the 2025 hurricane season has officially begun, and experts at Colorado State University anticipate this season will have above normal activity. In their widely recognized seasonal hurricane forecast released in April of this year, it predicts that we'll see 17 named storms, 9 named hurricanes, and 4 are expected to be major storms. The report adds that sea surface temperatures across the eastern and central Atlantic are generally warmer than normal, but not as warm as last year. However, there is still an above average probability of landfall from major hurricanes along the United States coastlines and in the Caribbean. Well, State Minister in the Office of the Prime Minister with responsibility for the Disaster Risk Management Authority, Leon Lundy, calling forecasters' predictions for the 2025 hurricane season sobering. But Lundy is assuring Bahamians that government is ready and prepared for any eventuality.
One of our most significant achievements is the revamping of the National Disaster Readiness Exercises. And this year, in addition to our nationwide exercise, we are for the first time conducting region-specific exercises, ensuring that each island command center is tailored and trained for the unique challenges of its location. These tabletop simulations bring all stakeholders to the table because coordination saves lives. We have also placed a renewed focus on our national shelter system. Our 2025 shelter list now includes detailed capacity data and accessibility features.
He also notes that in the time of disaster, communication is of critical importance.
This year, we are empowering the Family Islands through new satellite phones and Starlink technology provided to each of the island administrators. These upgrades ensure that even when our system fails, the flow of information continues. This is part of our whole of country, whole of community approach, ensuring that no island is left behind. We are also launching a new disaster alert system built on the same platform as the successful Marcos Alert. This means critical warnings, watches, and evacuation orders can now be sent directly to your mobile devices.
All right, and with that, we turn to our meteorologist, Ian McKenzie. He's got more on the opening of the hurricane season and your complete look at conditions across the country. Ian, what can you tell us?
Thanks, Megan, and good evening, Bahamas. Welcome to your Sunday evening forecast, where today is June 1st, and this is the official start of the Atlantic hurricane season, and we're asking all residents to always be in preparation mode. Forget the naysayers. Continue to tune in to our news network for all your hurricane updates throughout this entire hurricane season that ends on November 30th. Currently outside our studios, we have intermittent clouds with a temperature of 83. Feels like very warm at 91. Our winds are from the east-northeast at 10 miles per hour. Across the country at this time, we have 80 in Freeport, 81s in Alistown, 84 in Nicholstown, 83s in Great Harbor Key, the capital, and in Governor's Harbor, 82 in Marsh Harbor, Abaco. Central Bahamas, we have 87 in Camps Bay, 83 in Black Point and Coburn Towns in Salvador, 85 in Georgetown, 84 in Deadman's Key, 83 in Port Nelson, Rumkey, and 84 also in Arthurstown, Kid Island. Continuing with those 84s in Colonel Hill and Delectable Bay, 83 in Duncantown, Hotspot 87 in Matthewtown, 86 in Abrahams Bay, Maguana, and 85 in Providenciales, Turks and Caicos. Satellite and radar composite at this time, we have a broad area showers and thunderstorm activity. This is all associated with a cold front pushing southwards. We do expect an area of low pressure to develop to mid to upper levels, and that should keep things on the wet side through about midweek. Taking a look now at our first look at the hurricane season, we do expect low chance of possible development across the western portion of the Gulf area and the Caribbean Sea, the northern Gulf rather, the western portion of the Caribbean Sea, but a low chance June 6th through June 12th, so we want to continue to monitor this area. Boating forecast across the northwest Bahamas at this time, we're looking at winds south to southwest at 10 to 15 knots. Seas will be running 2 to 4 feet. High tide at 1:28 a.m. tomorrow morning. Low tide at 8:01 a.m. tomorrow morning. The central and southeast Bahamas winds will be easterly, generally 10 to 15 knots. Seas running 2 to 4 feet over the ocean. And in your extended forecast, as I mentioned earlier, expect pretty much muggy conditions throughout midweek. We do expect, however, some heavy showers early Tuesday morning, so you want to take the necessary precautions as you move about during your morning commute. Expect beautiful conditions into the weekend. Those high temperatures should be cooled down a bit with the rain, upper 80s, low temperatures, mid to upper 70s. That's a wrap in the evening forecast. Make it a great, safe, fun week, everyone.
Thanks so much for that, Ian. When our news weekend comes back from the break, leading the charge in the electric vehicles market. Easy Car Sales opening their third showroom, and it's in a unique location you may not expect. We'll tell you exactly where when our news weekend returns.
Mom, did you tell him that Danny went to pick up KFC?
No, wait a minute.
Are we really not going to tell him we already have KFC?
Crunch the routine with a tasty KFC bucket for $20. Plus, we'll handle all the dishes. That's right. No prep, no cleanup, no stress. KFC, it's finger licking good.
Hey, you going with me to the store?
No, that's straight. My boy got me.
And then cool.
The wait is over. We're back with a new season of 242 The Gospel. Great artists, new videos exploding on the countdown. Will Najia be able to continue to turn the pages at #1, or will someone else rewrite her story? Let's see on this season of 242 The Gospel.
The buzz around electric vehicles is picking up speed, and BYD, which stands for Build Your Dreams, is leading the charge. This week, the company officially opened its third showroom in the Bahamas, this one in the heart of the mall at Marathon. The new flagship location showcases BYD's growing lineup of fully electric cars, from compact models to luxury SUVs, and aims to bring sustainable transportation directly to the Bahamian public. The sleek showroom gives customers an up-close look at the future of driving with test drives, informational demos, and interactive displays, drawing in curious shoppers throughout the day. Director of Easy Car Sales, Pia Farmer, says the space offers more than just a glimpse of the future, it's an experience.
This marks a culmination of our commitment to each other, to the future of electric mobility in the Bahamas. You have a new way to shop for your car. You could come in here, be cool, be comfortable, and it's very convenient. We'll take you out on a test drive from right here. You could have a cup of coffee in our dream bar, and you can shop for branded goods in our little boutique. So we invite you warmly to come to the mall. This is the first time there's been a car dealership in the mall. The mall has decades of life. There's never been a car dealership. So this is a new way to shop.
Farmer says it's not just about cars, but also making a meaningful impact on the planet. BYD head of trade marketing for the region, Jen Barbera, says the launch represents a key part of BYD's broader vision for Latin America and the Caribbean.
I am really excited for this launching because it's our first store in the whole Bahamas. We want to bring for the Bahamian our goals as a brand. BYD had set for all of us one goal: decrease the Earth's heated around 1 degree, which is a lot, because to have life we was global warming, and we have a lot of issue in the earth. And one of the things is the goal from the beginning from BYD is that. And we try to have the best technology and try to, decrease our footprints on consumption.
All right, well, still to come on Our News Weekend, we'll tell you how a Grand Bahama Girls mentoring group is looking to boost self-esteem through fashion and confidence building. But first,
coming up in sports, Life UK sweeps the soccer nationals, and we hit the links with the ladies of the Pink Flamingos Golf Club. The scores and the winners are coming up next on our Sports Weekend.
Comfort Suites Paradise Island is the best-kept secret in the Bahamas. Located directly next door to the Atlantis Resort, you'll receive all the privileges of an Atlantis guest with all the benefits of a Comfort Suite stay. Enjoy everything Atlantis has to offer, including Aquaventure Water Park, plus all the amenities of Comfort Suites. Free Wi-Fi, free breakfast daily, and kids stay, play, and eat free. Visit ComfortSuitesPI.com.
Welcome to Journey TV.
We do marketing and we do branding.
Training, you do everything.
I found that I'm my strongest when I am living in the very best version of myself.
Everybody looks at you and sees success, but they don't see the struggle.
Say that again, Ramona.
Downgrade your lifestyle, upgrade your hustle.
If we believe God is perfect.
Come on, McDonough, let's go.
Yeah.
Are we catching this bluebird? Welcome to today's episode of Journey TV.
Good evening, welcome to Our Sports Weekend. I'm Tej Adderley. The Roscoe A. Davies National High School Soccer Championships wrapped up this weekend. Both Lyford Key Dragons teams, the boys and the girls, are headed back west with some hardware. The Lyford Key Dragons swept the national tournament as their boys and girls team were both crowned champs. The girls played a barn burner against Queens College, emerging with a 2-1 victory, and the boys completed the sweep, taking down Government High School 2-0. In the third place game, Windsor squeaked by St. George's 3-2, and C.R. Walker also won over Bishop Michael Eldon, notching a 7-2 victory. Congratulations to the Mighty Dragons for taking home the gold once again. Now we're on to the links. The Bahamas Women's Golf Association and the Flamingos Golf Club wrapped up the Women's Golf Day event yesterday at the Sports Center Golf Academy. We're going to check it out.
And it's our second annual Women's Golf Day, where internationally women have low numbers in golf. And we have decided to make it a difference here in the country. And so now we're beginning to grow our women golf.
That's Gina Gonzalez-Roll discussing the second annual Bahamas Women's Golf Day event held at the golf course in Belu Hills. According to the president of the Women's Golf Association, Agatha Delancey, Saturday's tournament was part of a global effort to promote the sport among women and girls.
Women's Golf Day is an international event, and it has been going on for a decade now. But however, Flamingos Women's Golf Club and the Bahamas Women's Golf Association hosted the event here in the Bahamas for the first time last year, and we intend to make it an annual event.
29 golfers, both men and women, participated in the event. The weekend of activities included a skills clinic on Friday and a scramble tournament on Saturday afternoon, which is punctuated by prizes and awards. But at the end of the day, the organizers care about being good guardians of the game.
Encouraging young girls and women in golf is so important because we need so much more support and so much more encouragement than everyone else. You know, it's a little bit intimidating to come out, and the guys are all, you know, they hit longer than we do, farther than we do, and you know, men are much more involved in sports, and we are trying to do everything we can to get more women and young girls interested in the sport of golf, because it is a beautiful and a wonderful sport, and I encourage everyone to come out and try, because it is attainable and it is available for everyone.
Congratulations to the Flamingos Golf Club and to the Bahamas Women's Golf Association on another successful event. Before we go, Jazz Chisholm has been getting back up to speed in the minors. He should be making his return from injuries with the Yankees any day now. And John Quell Jones and the Liberty played earlier this evening. Those scores and highlights are on our social media pages. Well, that's a wrap for sports this evening for Our Sports Weekend. I'm Tej Adderley. Come back next week. We'll do this again.
All right, thanks so much for that, Tej. On the other side of this break, building confidence one runway walk at a time. We'll tell you how One Girl's mentoring group is building young girls in the Grand Bahama community. Stick with us.
From the field to the fresh market, you will find fresh, delicious, mouth-watering produce and meat. Discover organic, specialty, and healthy grocery products for everyday cooking. Your adventure awaits. Experience the fresh escape. Sign up today for My Solomon Smart Rewards at Solomon's Fresh Market.
The wait is over. We're back with a new season of 242 The Gospel. Great artists, new videos exploding on the countdown. Will Najia be able to continue to turn the pages at #1, or will someone else rewrite her story? Let's see on this season of 242 The Gospel.
Welcome back and thanks for sticking with us. Vessels of Purpose Elite, also known as VOPE, an elite girls mentoring girls group, is building confidence one runway walk at a time. This as Vessels of Purpose recently hosted a model training workshop as part of their 11th annual Girls and Women's Empowerment Encounter, all under the theme, I'm a Big Deal. The event focused on boosting self-esteem through fashion and confidence-building activities. To cap it all off, the event featured a runway segment with a special guest helping the girls prep for their big moment. Newly crowned Miss Bahamas Universe 2025 and Grand Bahama native Malik Miranda Bowe. Bowe won the top title on May 25th at the Atlantis Resort. She shares what it was like to work along with the young ladies.
It was exciting to see the way the girls went on stage and just showed everything that we'd been working on over the past few weeks, showed all of their confidence, which is the whole point of the show in general. And I was just really pleased with all of them, so proud. They also had the opportunity to feel extremely empowered through the fashion show. Being able to get up on a stage like that in front of people and show everyone that they are capable of so much more is the whole basis of what we stand for.
Founder of the organization, Brenna May Cooper, pleased with the turnout, while two members of VOPE share what their experience was like.
The impact of this event was huge. As I took some time out and I spoke to some of our models who were both our girls and their moms. So it was a great experience hearing from them how this experience impacted them positively, how it boosts their confidence. Some of them, most of them actually, this was their first time on the runway.
I was actually really sad when it was over because I enjoyed it so much. I especially enjoyed how it really boosted my confidence.
When I joined VOPE, it made me more confident in myself, and I met people who will help me become the version I am today, which would be the Alicia now that is outgoing.
Awesome initiative. And with that, we thank you so much for joining us for our News Weekend. On behalf of the entire team, I'm Megan Shepherd. Have a safe and wonderful evening.